Alright, what's up YouTube? Here we have a rematch, which is me versus SpeedOfPig. And SpeedOfPig, what am I on about? And yeah, this was a really cool rematch. It was actually really close. It was really fun as well. The more I seem to battle this guy, the more fun I have. He's actually a really great guy to battle. I really recommend you do go and have a battle with him. It's actually really fun. But yeah, so just really wanted to say that before we battle. So same pokes again. I think I've actually made a few adjustments to my team. As you can see, I've got the Gengar in there, and I've got the T-Tar, which is pretty epic. So let's move on anyway, let's begin. So starts out then with his Scizor, and I go for the Aerial Ace as normal. And he goes for the sub, and I go for the Aerial Ace because I know that's going to break the sub, which it does. So then he goes for an SD, and he goes for the Bullet Punch, and I was so sure I could live that, but I didn't, which is really surprising. But anyway, I go into my T-Tar really stupidly because I know this thing's got Bullet Punch, so I really don't know why I did that. It was a really fail move on my part. I live it anyway, go for the Fire Punch and take out the Scizor, but still a really bad move on my part because that Tyranitar is such a great wall, and I wasted it. And I know his Metagross is carrying the B-Punch as well, so I swap out into my Gyarados to take it like a man. 50 man points to Gyarados for taking that like a beast. Anyway, so he withdraws and goes into his Alakazam, and I predict the switch and go into the D-Dance, which is a pretty good play on my part. And both sides get the Sandstorm. But he goes Shockwave, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? I was not expecting that at all. So I go for the Waterfall because it's stab, and I've Dragon Danced as well, so that's definitely going to take out the Alakazam. But still, a complete waste of a poke. It was just ridiculous. Just bad on my part again. So he misses the Stone Edge, thank God, and I go for the Ice Fang, hoping more than anything for the Freeze Hex if I don't kill it. But yeah, Sandstorm's going to kill it anyway. No, it's not, because it's a Rock type. Now I remember. He misses again, and I go for the Waterfall to finish it off. My bad. Bad commentary there. Anyway, so I'm buffed by the Sandstorm again, and he sends out X-Men again, and I know he's got the B-Punch, but I think I can live it, and I do, which is epic, because I go into the Stab Waterfall, and it's going to do a hell of a lot, to a Metagross anyway, after 1DD, but the Sandstorm does finish me off. So I go into Tyranitar again, and it Bullet Punches me to death. Really bad play on my part again. I really don't know what I was doing, but I decided to go into Suicune. Luckily that misses. I set up the sub, and I believe I go for the Calm Mind. I believe I do, but that takes my sub out, and I was like, whoa, seriously? So I go for the Calm Mind, and yeah, I'm going to get the Sandstorm again. And I'm going to go for the Surf, because I know that can take that out without the Calm Mind anyway, which it does, which is pretty cool. So he sends out his Pitch Black, and yeah, I'm thinking trouble. So basically my plan here is to just keep Calm Mind in, because I know that this thing's going to be a bitch to kill if I don't. So my plan is take the sub out and take it out in one. It uses Curse, and at this point I'm not bothered at all, because I'm thinking, yeah, great, I'll take it sub out, and then it'll Pain Split, and then I'll Surf before it can get another sub up. Not a problem, right? Wrong. So I use the Surf, and I take the sub out as planned, and he goes for the Pain Split as planned. Like I knew that was going to happen. I forgot to take into consideration about the Sandstorm, which sucks. So I get afflicted with the Curse, 30 HP left, and it uses Shadow Sneak. And I knew it was coming, but I was so sure I could live it. If the Sandstorm didn't hit me, I probably would have lived it. So I go into Gengar, and he Shadow Sneaks, and I'm such a nose, but I live, and I managed to get my Life Orb Dark Pulse off, which is definitely going to kill it, but unfortunately the Life Orb and the Sandstorm is definitely going to kill my Gengar. So that does really suck. So he sends out his Snorlax here, and I send out my Gastrodon and go for the Earth Power. And it's going to do a fair amount to a Snorlax. I mean, that is really a fair amount to a Snorlax. But I know he's going to use the Giga Impact, so I know now that I can recover, and I can get a free hit in there as well, which is pretty cool. So that's kind of a decent play, I suppose, but it's kind of common sense. So I go for the Surf, hoping it'll do a bit more, and it does do a bit more, and he goes for the Outrage, and I'm thinking, dude, that's not going to touch this thing. So now I know he's locked in for 3 turns, and I can do 2 turns of damage and recover, which is pretty cool. So basically that is the end of the Snorlax. So he goes for another one, and luckily I don't get a crit. So I go for the Recover now to get back the HP, in case Outrage lasts 3 turns. Which it does. So now obviously he gets the Confusion Hacks, and the Sandstorm as well. So he's pretty much screwed here. There's really nothing that he can do. So I go and finish off with that, and that's game. So great game, dude. That was pretty close, actually. We were both down to 1 poke. So well done. Good attempt. I look forward to battling you again, dude. Like I've said, he was a really great guy to battle with. He's such a laugh. I think his commentating on the other end of the DS is actually probably the best laugh. He's just such a great guy to have fun with. Anyway, so thanks for watching, guys. Please comment, rate, and sub, and don't forget to visit his channel.